Hi guys,
Hello,
welcome
guys.
back. And are you guys ready for the next round between TKT and the CBEL? You know, TKT, they're mainly from the LA server, and the CBEL, they are the top four in the Group C. But they have only lost one match, and they lost the game to EFFS, and they are the major of the EFFS player are from the CNC, so there is no shame to lose game to them. So we can see that the CBEL, they are also a really professional team. So for TKT, they can't they can also be pretty cautious to the next fight.
Yeah. So the first match we had with City and the EFF, and the City successfully 2-0, and as the upper team between the lower team, and the second team, TKT, they are the number one team in the B, and CBL is number 4 team in the Group C. So we just won't hope like the B1 will nail down the C4 in a really easy way, right?
Yeah, let's just see.
Yeah, because those two teams are like the veterans in the stage of CBL.
That gameplay are totally different.
Yeah.
And the TKT mainly from China, and the CBL a Korean team. And the match is about to start. And the TKT will be the attacker first.
See, TKT will be the attacker first.
Yep, in the map.
Yeah, let's say.
Will be Wolford again, maybe?
Yeah, it's Wolford. Yeah. So the first map is Wolford again.
Let's see the lineup from both two sides. For CBL, they're bringing so many mortars and model. Yeah, a lot of model, and then also gunners, iron reapers. Pretty much like the last round. And for TKT, they're bringing so many coverings, and also model, iron reapers, ready for the intense melee fights. Okay, let's go. You see for the defender, they only send one hero to defend the outside supply point. Seems like they will just destroy the bridge. Well, most of the CBEL players, they got Falconatic, Gunners, and Model as the first lineup.
Yeah, Wolford. So now the blue side is CBL, and they are the attackers at the first game, and the TKT, the red side, the defenders in the first game.
Yeah. And you can see for CBEL, they are bringing random cards in this match. This is kind of different from other teams. Whoa, you see that CBEL player, they just cross the bridge so quickly and ready to capture the point B here. TKT, they are also responding, chasing up. But this move can be really disturbing the defender's move, because they are sending so many troops to the point B. That means not so many people are using artilleries to destroy those siege towers. For now, the health bar of the battering ram and also siege tower, pretty much. Also for CBEL, they are sending some really tanky heroes to disturb the move from TKT. Seems like all three battering ram and also siege tower will get mounted at the first wave. Really a nice move and a good beginning for CBEL. CBEL, they're also still trying to cross the bridge, do some extra disturbing. Wow, a really nice move, having it so quick. CBEL already capturing the point A, so TKT, they're ready to just send back their forces from the point A and B. They're ready for the next fights happening in supply point and point C. So for now, not major fights happening here, and the attacker, they still got like 1,400 unit troops. That's quite a lot. So for now, CBEL, they got the time to set up artilleries and get ready for the next move. Both sides trying to use some mortars, destroying each other's artillery. Whoa, one shot from the defender. You can see not so many artilleries are on the wall right now. Still getting ready, both sides. 12 minutes to go. Still 15 champs from CBEL. They got the advantage at this moment, and let's see whether they will carry this advantage to the last minute. At this moment, the bridge on the walls is still not being destroyed. Both sides, they're getting ready for the big fight. You know, in our daily matches, we don't see like from this angle, and we don't have like an actual captain to guide our actual move of the whole team. But in CBEL, in CBL, you got a chance to see the whole strategy from both two teams, and maybe to improve ourselves in daily matches. Still, both sides are testing with their artilleries. Both two sides they got so many mortars shooting at each other's artilleries and also units. The wall is being destroyed. Good entrance for the attackers' cavalry to wave in. Whoa, seems like CBEL, they are acting. All their heroes and units are getting down the wall and stand up behind the fences. TKT, they're also reacting, getting ready at the supply point. Well, this is kind of like a different move by CBEL. They are getting their all troops at the left side, left wing of the whole map. Really dodge a lot of damage from the gunners. Well, they just, get back to the point C and ready to destroy the troops hiding behind the fences and the walls. That's really, something different from our, previous CBL. Also building artillery, trying to besiege the forces at the point C. Let's see whether they can make it with this wave of attack.
Yeah, this is the first time to see
Yeah.
the attackers from the
It
back.
seems like they are the defender, right?
Yeah, it seems like, yeah.
Just trying to get all the TKT players out of the city.
Yeah, switch the sides.
And also a lot of
yeah, this
artillery.
is a good spot for CBEL actually as an attacker because they've already taken over the very good spot for setting some artillery there.
Yep. For CBEL, they're not saving any artillery at this whole match.
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of funny to watch.
Yep.
And
They got so many more now. It's hard to, for a defender to take over this point. So they just, move their direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the point C, totally taken over by the attacker, the CBEL. They're not wasting a lot of forces here.
Yep.
Really a nice move. Also, not so many forces defending the supply point. Really a totally different strategy here. Oh, coverage from defender, charged in. Wow, so many coverage. But the point C is totally, belongs to the CBEL, and also the supply point. It's really an upper hand for CBEL. This is really something different as the attacker
Yep.
on the map Warford. Even though it's like an old map, you can still get so many different things, refreshing things from those professional players.
Yeah, because for all teams on the CBL, I think their gameplay, their skills are pretty much. It's I think the difference, the thing makes them be different. Is their communication skills and the understanding of a certain map.
Yeah, and then their boldness to jump out of their comfort zone to discover something really new and interesting here.
Yeah. And now the units number are pretty even for both sides.
Yeah, and both sides have got so many troops left, and the time left is like over 9 minutes. Really enough for the attacker. If you only got the final base to take over. So many coverage and more down, getting ready.
Oh, this time the CBEL is on the platform. They are trying to attack the enemy, attack the defenders on this side. It's kind of rare to see.
Yeah, seems like the left wing is their favorite spot on the Warford. Getting ready again.
Yeah, CBEL is really good at
Building
finding areas to make trouble for enemies.
Yeah.
So
Building traps to block the reinforcement from defender.
And now CBEL retreating from the platform.
Yeah.
I think they
Because
are.
the terrain is kind of narrow, it's hard to for so many units to make some breakthrough if you got so many defender stopping the entrance.
Yeah. And
They're not saving any champs at this moment. And also artilleries.
those champs are nightmares for
Yeah, I think the right wing is a good entrance now because they only got one cover is defending that point.
Mm-hmm.
But your opponent can easily see your, attention. Okay, seems like they're changing direction.
Yeah, they're turning
Yeah, they
Direction
just
direction.
distribute all their troops all over the maps now.
Yeah, but TKT is doing good. They are doing
Yeah.
good because like they are not just around the final base because like we mentioned earlier, this final base is kind of the stage while chapter in it. Because like the TKT, they are trying to push the defense outside of the
they're
the
pushing
internal,
forward
yeah.
the front line, making sure that the enemy won't get any close to the final stage. They're blocking every entrance to the final base.
Yeah, so for defenders, you just cannot like limit yourself in a certain area.
Yeah.
That will like bring you a lot of trouble and to bring a lot of benefits for your opponents.
For CBEL, they are now trying to attack from the supply point.
So TKT, they are doing good and setting the units behind those walls and to dodge from those champs here. But CBEL is getting close to the final base. And all the cavalries are pretty ready on the side.
You can see both two sides are pretty cautious.
And,
It seems like we got the one alchemist, healing those units. Really helpful at this moment. And now the forces from CBEL are ready. They are pushing forward the front line, the fights to the final base.
Yeah. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. And the attackers has 4 champs, both sides over 1,000 troops right there. So the intense battle is about to happen.
Yeah. Still, TKT, they are really cautious, at the right wing.
Yeah. TKT is all out of the final base.
Yeah, they're just sending their forces to everywhere that might be possible entrance for the attacker.
Yeah, TKT tried to initiate the team
Alchemist,
fight
smoke.
outside of the internal city. This is a very good move.
Champs, and also coverage from attacker charging at the same time. Whoa. It's kind of chaotic here, just waves of attack and the charges from both two sides.
Yeah.
It seems like the defender, they are capturing they are had the upper hand at this moment and take over the supply point.
They took back the supply point.
Only 3 alive heroes from CBEL. Well, they could have, the upper hand and the chances to take over the final base. But now they're losing the supply point again. Now it can be a huge headache for them, because you got 1 extra point to capture and, the distance is really long.
Yeah.
And for TKT, they can, push forward the battlefield to the gate again, making sure the CBEL won't fight back so easily. The smoke on the alchemist.
Yeah, the smoke.
And more down, defending the gates here. Wow, really nice move from TKT. And the troop gap are really, huge right now. Only 450 troops from CBEL.
So, yeah, TKT seems like they have already successfully defended their final base, and they just push out all of the enemies outside of the city.
The chance for CBEL to fight back in the city is kind of narrow at this time.
Seems like CBEL is unlikely to win the game again.
Yeah, you can see that TKT, they are really veterans. Seems like they were, at the down had disadvantage at the match, but only with 1 wave attack, they just win back.
Yeah.
chasing down every enemy. Well, they are really aggressive, even they are the defender.
Yeah.
But I think for CBEL, they are really, have something new and really good in the map.
Yeah, TKT now is taking over all supply points in this map, and trying to hunt down all enemies.
Wow, they're really aggressive at this moment.
Yeah, only 2 heroes of CBEL is still alive.
Yep. You can see at the first half of the match, they're pretty cautious as the defender, but now they know they're gonna win this map.
So they just like show them out, right?
Yep.
And rounded the gap, the last 2 heroes of CBEL, and the last one.
Yeah, troop number also really small. 250 units.
It's good for TKT.
They're chasing out every hero. That's kind of brutal.
And unfortunately, these guys
Hey, you can see the hammer guy is really tanky, to be chased by so many heroes.
Yeah, but soon you got killed, and only 1 minute left.
Yeah, you can see the winner now. One spear guy at the Internet City.
Yeah.
Okay, the match is over, and congratulations to TKT. And the MVP from TKT is Zhang Bafang.
He got 5 kills and 1 death, 17 assists.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow, you can see the troop kills.
Yeah, that's
155.
155 with this kind of KDA. That's dope. That's amazing. And let's see the MVP from the CBL.
Oh, sorry, we cannot read the Korean. I'm sorry, guys, but this guy is pretty amazing too. Got 2 kills, 3 deaths, and 3 assists, and got 44 unit kills. You can see that the TKT, they guys are really brutal. They got, all the heroes from CBEL just got killed for 3 times.
Yeah, so this is kind of brutal game. And also it showed us like TKT showcased a very good way to defend the final stage. Because like for the final stage, we said it's kind of a place, a narrow place. And if you just like pay close attention to that base, to that point, but of course you have to pay close attention to it. But you just cannot narrow self in it or restrain yourself in it. It will just like make the attackers very easy to like beat you down out there. Because like and the TKT, they just like push the enemy out of the city and try to initiate a team fight outside of the final base, and it gave them a great room to like to do to stick to their plan to make the team fight, and that is a very good way to defend that base.
Yeah, and I think for TKT, they really give us a surprise, because we all know that as a defender, if you got so many time left and you only have the final base, it can be really a headache for defender. But they just block every entrance and push forward the battlefield to the really forward entrance. And at the very beginning, when CBEL, they are capturing the walls, connecting the point C and the final base, we almost believe that CBEL, they will win this match. But TKT, they just totally win back with one wave attack, quite a chaotic, all the covers charging at each other, and they just defended that point. So quite amazing job.
Yeah, and I thought back to the point C. Like I thought that was the turning point of the game, because like the CBL, they found a very different way to take over the point C, not like other teams did.
They just like the stop the entrance connecting the final base supply point to the point C. So they just took over the point C really quickly. So that's really a good strategy here. But at the later of the game, TKT just win over.
Because like I think the TKT also made the good choice. Because like
Yeah.
around that point C, they saw they are gonna just like lose the point, so they just like decisively retreat from
Yeah.
the point
Why
to
not
that
save
supply
some
point.
forces to the
Yeah.
later game?
Because like they should pay attention to the final base.
Yeah.
If they like lost too many people on the point C, and they will have no ability to defend the final base. Because
Yeah.
like the point C and the final base is so close. So the next game, TKT they will be the attacker, and the CBEL will be the defender.
Yeah, you can say TKT as the defender, they are already so that aggressive. So
Yeah, so
it's kind of hard to imagine how aggressive they will be as the attacker.
because like attacker is all about attack, right?
Yeah, and save some time and just go for that point. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and the CBEL must be really careful about the upcoming game because like they have already seen what TKT can do in the game, and they're so organized and so patient.
And also brutal at the same time.
And they just know how to fight back in a really terrible situation.
Yeah.
And so this is like a warning signal for CBEL to play in the game.
Yeah,
So
but
just,
I believe for CBEL as the defender, they can also give us some surprise at this match because, in previous CBL, they already show some really new strategies as the defender. So I believe in the following match as the defender, they will also give us some surprise here.
Yep. So and both two teams are already in the room. I think the second game is about to start here.
Yeah. Both two sides are getting ready. It seems like the top one team, they win the top one.
Yeah,
for a reason.
Yeah, they've already showed us that's the reason why they are the top one.
Yeah, they just kill over all the enemies they faced.
Yeah.
And get to the top one.
I think in the first game, the team CTE
right?
showed us like how to beat your enemies, and as the top one team.
Yeah.
And the second game, the TKT, they showed us how to like fight back as the top one team, even in a terrible situation.
Yeah. So.
So both two very good cases here, and now this time TKT attackers. CBEL, the defenders. Same map, Warford again. So tonight we have 4 Warfords there.
Yeah, pretty familiar.
Yeah. And from the lineup here, we can say.
Well, in the CKT, they're bringing so many coverage, high tier coverage here.
Yeah. Must be preparing for the point C here.
And for CBEL, they are bringing a lot of models, mostly melee infantries. So let's go.
Now the second game is on here. The blue side TKT attacker, red side CBEL defender, and the same map Warford here. And from the mini map, we can say the battle around the supply points are about to initiate it. And from the TKT team members are pushing the Sage Tower. And it seems like the CBEL, they have assigned several people to defend the supply point.
Oh, they're already using champs to hit the artillery on the wall.
Yeah. I noticed that several like good teams, they are really good at, they just won't save the champs to the later game.
They're just using champs at the right moment.
Yeah. And now the walls be destroyed. They are getting inside
Wow,
But
that's
so
really
quick,
quick.
yes, that's so quick.
Because most of the defenses are around the point B, right?
Yeah, it's just like their gameplay style.
Mm,
Very
that-
aggressive.
Yeah, even before the mounting
Mhm.
of the siege tower, they just get
Oh.
down from the stairs,
They're about
capturing
to
the point A.
Yeah, they capture the point A in a so quickly way.
Yeah, you can see the lineup units they brought mostly are coverage, so they will take over the point A on the wall in a really smart way, not
Yeah.
really intense fights.
Yeah, and also I think the point B will be taken in a very
Yeah.
quickly with 2.
Just units from the defender retreating.
Yeah, or back to the point C.
Yep.
And,
And the bridge is not being destroyed, so
let's
totally
say-
available.
yeah, let's see if TKT will spend time on waiting or just like go inside to the point C right away.
Oh, the defense.
Oh, the defenders. Yeah, CBEL is a team like they won't just like follow the regular way. So
Yep.
now they just set up their defense next to the wall. Yeah, but I think this is not that good choice because like TKT, they can just set up the artilleries on the wall and just right aim at those units, and there will be a nightmare for the CBEL.
Yeah, not so many place to hide at this place. And they're just standing still because when you are defending, you have so many troops. You better get your units move from here to there, dodge some damage.
Yeah, but it's somewhat is kind of good because like if you set up units here, the enemy's attackers just cannot use champs to attack.
Yep. So for TKT, a regular move, getting ready, using some artillery to do damage on the wall. The unit number quite even at this moment.
But I think the CBEL, if you set up the defense around the gap, it's not that good because like the supply point next to the gap, the TKT already taken over, and so they can have their backup in a really quick way. So for CBEL, it's not that good to initiate team fight out there.
Yeah.
Because like it's pretty far from the gap to their supply point. And the CBEL, both sides are still waiting for the chance to initiate the team fight.
Well, nice hit
Nice hit.
at the wall on the left wing.
Another artillery setting up.
Still, the point B is not being captured by the attacker. But it's kind of totally available for them, so no rush here. Oh, that champs seems like not aiming at anything here.
The Bleed Star. I think TKT is aiming for heroes here. And the models on the walls are ready for the chance to go down to kill.
TKT is still waiting for their chances. Oh, it's time for TKT. They just wave in And downstairs at the same time, a lot of model. Wow, you can see those wolf units just waving the attacker. A big fight initiate at the stairs. And for TKT, they have already built so many artilleries here, and gunner from the defender side keeps shooting. It's kind of hard to tell at this moment, but still, the defense are really strong at this moment. So you better, for the attacker, just send more units, like cavalries, attack from the dam, destroy the wall at this time. Besiege the model from the behind. Oh, nice shot from the mortar. Seems like TKT, they have made their ways at this time. Wind Hussar coming again. Seems like not an easy job for TKT to win over. It's only one wave of attack. Okay, TKT, they are now capturing the point B to extend the time because they are not, taking over this wave of attack. Those two sides are getting ready and resupplied at this time. But it kind of makes sense because most of the units TKT brought are cavalries. They don't have so many melee infantry to make some breakthrough at the wall here. So they're building artillery again on the wall to make some breakthrough here. But they got so many cavalries here. Maybe their first choice will be the point C, and the supply point will be theirs. TKT, they'll get inside the city again. And call champs to block the supply from units from behind. Okay, it's time for TKT to attack the point C. Okay, some X-Raiders at the front line. Also ballistas hitting at the same time. Well, you can see the CBEL, they're really doing a great job moving their units, making sure that TKT won't just push forward their units so quickly. More defense around the point C. Okay, for TKT, they don't have so many times here. And this skirmishes seems like they're not hitting anything. And more defense at this moment. So like TKT, they're switching direction, maybe go for the supply point because it's totally available. It's a nice move without so many force loss. And for CBEL, they're just pushing forward the fight to the gates. Okay, and advantage for the attacker, TKT, they got a place inside the city to get the resupply really quick. Oh, they just, trying to hit from behind with so many forces and cavalries. Now it's their time because they got so many cavalries here, and here it's kind of open place for the cavalries to charge. Can be really overwhelming. Seems like the point C will totally be TKT's. with this wave of attack. Let's see. Conqueror is chasing down every heroes at this moment. Only 9 alive hero from the defender side. They just fill the point C with their coverage. Good news for TKT. They got the time and also extra point here. CBEL just retreat to the final base. Seems like one spear hero trying to capture the final base, but lost. Wow, TKT, they're acting really quickly. Even before the defender get ready to send forces ahead of the final base, they just weave in and step on the final base at this moment. Whoa, champs here. Also a lot of model and so many melee fights. And you can see the troop gap. It's already quite huge here. TKT, they got like over 300 troop lead at this time. And the hero number also quite huge. Not so many heroes defending the final base. Wow, that's really quick move by TKT. It's overwhelming the final base again. Seems like the game will about to end really quick. They're taking over another supply point at this time. Really good news and nice move by TKT. Wow, you can see they're really brutal. They are, fighting to their birthplace at this time when they are capturing the final base.
Yeah, TKT.
And even though they are taking a lot of time at the point C, after taking over the point C, they just go straight to the final base and taking over it so quickly.
Yeah.
And push forward the fight to the birthplace of the defender.
I think that is kind of the ideal way to take over the final base for attackers.
Yeah, you can see so many Model and the pikemen around the place just blocking the way.
They are just enjoying that game, yeah?
Yeah, they're not even capturing the final base, just got more units kills and the hero kills. Wow, that will be, might be taunted by a lot of players.
TKT is just like doing their best, the best way to.
Yeah, they are not winning by capturing the points. They are winning by killing all their opponents' heroes and making the game end before the time ends, right?
Yup.
Really brutal. Yep. And besiege them at the birthplace.
TKT, they're really aggressive in the game. And now I think this is kind of a torture for CBEL.
Yeah, because they can only, stand at the safe place, safe zone.
And the 7 heroes alive, 130 troops they have in the game. It's certainly not enough to fight back.
It's kind of harsh for CBEL players.
Yeah, and still got 4 minutes.
Just to wait for the game to end. It can be really, destroying their mentality here. It's kind of like psychological pressure here.
Yep.
Even though you are alive, but you can make some changes to, win over the game again.
Yep.
TKT is surrounding their opponents with their units and heroes, and they enjoy their, victory in today's CBL. But also a good job by CBEL. We have seen so many, new things and amazing shows by CBEL players.
And the CBEL is also a very good team because they've attended the CBL for several times,
Yep.
And they always can show us like some really impressive way to play the game. I still remember back to the last time CBL on the Helong Field, the map, and their gameplay was kind of very different to
they
other.
just destroyed all the attackers' championships, so making sure the attacker won't do some damage.
Yeah,
to the
and
unit.
TKT they win the game at 2-0 in this round, and the MVP from the TKT is Da Jingdiao. His KDA is 1 kill, 1 death, and 10 assists, and killed 148 troops in the game.
Yeah, let's see
And
the
he killed
MVP from
38
CBL.
Modal in the game.
Wow,
That's
a lot of high-tier units got killed by him.
Yeah. And the MVP from CBEL is Mashiro. He got 5 kills,
Wow.
1 death, and 5 assists, and killed 143 troops in the game.
Also, amazing KDA.
Killed
Got
25
so many high-tier
units.
units.
Yeah.
Iron Reapers model. Wow, really amazing performance by Mashiro. So I think we have our winners today. That is TKT from the B group.
So yeah, I think the matches for tonight is kind of like the number one team, like the top one team. Both
it's really intense and amazing.
Yeah.
And I think for CBEL, they did quite a good job, in stopping the attacker at the stairs. They just stop TKT's really intense fights.
Yeah.
At the first wave attack.
Yeah.
And at the very beginning, I thought they're gonna win as the defender, but TKT they just move more quickly with so many coverage, waving the point C. Even though they got so many, they have wasted some time in preparing to take over the point C, but they just took over it really quick. So amazing performance by today's 4 teams. So thanks CTE and EFF, TKT and CBEL.
Yeah,
Really
and I think the next round will be the team number 2 versus number 3. Yeah. So I think that game will be closer compared to the number 1.
And more intense, right?
Yeah, more intense. And with the matches going on, I think for example, the team 1 versus team 2, the game will be just exciting. Yeah. So, but also tonight, TKT and CT and
the winner today.
Yeah, and those teams and also CBEL and the EFF, both teams they are performed really well.
Yeah.
And thanks for your great performance tonight. It's kind of the first day of knockout stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see you guys in the next round stage. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you. See you.